Well boys, I finally got another Daily Bricks video out. It took about a month, but we did it. It was a huge bank heist video and it was so fun to make. It took a really long time, a lot of effort, a lot of editing and stuff like that, and a lot of building. But this is sort of the centerpiece of that, is this bank set. And I really want to showcase this set because about 2 months ago, maybe 3 months ago, I was just researching for this video Lego sets that have banks in them, stuff like that. And there was a couple, but this one really spoke to me and I was like, okay, this is a really, really cool set. It's pretty expensive. It is a modular set and those tend to go way up in value. But I was like, it's really cool. It's exactly what I'm looking for to make this video with. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger and bought it. And it was the best decision I could have made because this is easily one of my favorite all-time Lego sets right now, especially Lego City. It might be my favorite Lego City set of all time. So I think I got to do it justice and show you guys all of the little nooks and crannies in this thing because it is phenomenal. Again, I just finished recording, so there's a bunch of props and stuff like that around here. Some, police forces and random guns and stuff like that from the video. If you want to go check it out, it's over on the Daily Bricks channel. One of my favorite videos I've ever made, so be sure to check that out. Either way, this thing is incredible. Let's start with the exterior. So already, I mean, the detailing is phenomenal. I love these windows here. They're so pretty. You've got really down to the trim on the railing of the roof details. You got like a little emblem thing right there. Going further down, you've got these really cool, like sort of swirly columny things. You've got a nice little like angel type sculpture at the very front door, which I think is really cool. Stained glass windows, really doors that look like they belong for a bank, which is cool. In every windowsill, there is going to be some flowers. There's a beautiful little tree right there. And then some detailing you could add yourself that they include in the set, like a nice little ladder. There's like a bucket and stuff like that you can include. Small little clock tower right there. And on the reverse side, you've got a nice little bench. This is one problem I do have with this build, is the bench build itself is very flimsy. I wish that was a little bit better built, but that's okay. Then you've also got this little lamppost here. I kind of wish they had done like one more here and one more here for some like symmetry with the lamppost, but there's just the one. And then this will come into play later, but we do have a laundromat on the side here, and there's a pair of pants and a little laundry machine to signify it's a laundromat. And then there it is, soap and suds, baby. That's so fun. And then further up, this is actually the manager's office, but it kind of looks like it's like a apartment at the top, which is kind of nice. And then you've got a little dolly thing here that you can thread rope through and then pull stuff up to the apartment. Little frog statue there as well. But then you get to the rooftop, which I think is pretty cool. You have this beautiful skylight here. I think that is a gorgeous, gorgeous looking part of the build. And then you've got your actual roof here. So you've got a small chimney, you've got a little door here to access the roof, which I think is nice. And overall it just looks nice. Now the back side is super ugly. But the idea, I broke a piece. The idea is that this is a modular build. And so it's actually supposed to be the corner piece of a city. So if you're building a Lego city, this would be your corner building. And then you'd have boop, boop, studs there, just like they are here. I just don't have them in over here. And you slide 2 buildings in, and that's the corner of the block right there. And I think that's pretty cool. That's pretty nice. But I mean, just like this, it looks super ugly. But then, I mean, the front side is beautiful. So can't really complain that much. It's a-okay. So then there's actually 3 different stories to this build here. So you go ahead and take off the first story, and I kind of left it loose because they are a little bit hard to take off if they get stuck in there. So just keep that in mind in terms of build quality. But here is the second floor, which I think is really lovely. And actually, this is a nice detail. There is a chandelier, which I think is really cool. And so you just kind of, it dangles over the lobby. I think that's such a nice detail. The only problem is you never see it because you can't even really see it through the windows all that well when it's on. Wait, let me show you. Like, you have to really, like, the only way you see it is, it's very dark. You know, like you see my reflection better than you see that. So, I mean, the chandelier is cool, but it's such a detail that you kind of forget about because you never actually see it all that often. But then up here, you've got your staircase here that leads to the roof. Here is sort of the secretary's desk right here. You've got a nice detailed little coffee machine. Her desk is outfitted with a little computer, a little lamp, stuff like that. There's a clock behind her. It's nice. It's a good little secretary's nook. And you've got this railing here so you can sort of see over the lobby, but we'll get to that later. And there's a staircase that runs up. This is like a very weird little thing. And there's like a lip right there, and I guess they weren't able to get the set like completely even or something like that, so that lip still kind of exists. And I think that's it's a forgivable Lego sin right there, but it's not the best. Then you've got the manager's office here, so you got the key to the vault downstairs. You got a nice little envelope on his desk. I really like this old like 1940s, 50s style lamp. I think that looks cool. You've got a little parakeet and a dresser, a chair for a guest, of course. And then you've got just like a portrait of some dude. I think this is really funny because it's not him. It's just some, like, is it his dad? What portrait is he hanging in his office like that? It's a very intimate portrait to hang in your office and like not have be a relative or something, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know, it's a little funny. And then of course you do have a working door here, and then he's got some pane glass doors that look down into the lobby. And so then let's go ahead and shift that off. There you go. And we can check out the lobby. So what's nice is this staircase actually folds. And this is probably the biggest sort of like play portion of the set, although it is a modular set, so play isn't really capitalized on since less kids are going to be buying this set. But it is nice that you can do that, so you can kind of have better access to the vault door here. There's just some minifigs I shoved down here because there's not a ton of studs for minifigs to stand on. There are a few, but there's not a ton, so it's most of the time they're kind of falling over and stuff like that. But we'll take a look at those later. So you've got your sort of front desk here. You got the Golden Gate Bridge right there, the Golden Stud Bridge, I guess. This is like a little stamper for notarizing, which I think is a cute detail. I'll leave it there though, because I could break it. And actually this pops out. So that's really nice. It was really helpful for filming that this is a very dismantleable set too, and you can put it back together in chunks, which is helpful. Hold on, I gotta sneeze. Whoo! Just absolutely blasted nose. Yeah, so it's really nice. You got a little door here to the back area. I like that quite a bit. Very, very sweet. And then you've got like a little tiny area where you can write your checks and things like that. Small potted plant right there. Oh shoot, I broke another thing. I did buy the set used, so some of the pieces are a little bit flimsy. That's one of the risks of buying used. But then this is a nice detail, is that there's actually sort of these glass textured panes up here. I think that looks really, really nice. So that's like 100 little tiny stud pieces that get put into that, but it does look pretty cool once it's assembled. So then we get into the really fun part. So first of all, you've got this is supposed to be like a little withdraw machine. I don't think it's supposed to be an ATM because it's behind the teller's desk, so it must be for the teller to sort of acquire money. But you got a little numpad, and then actually that drawer pops out and you can put coins in it and sort of have them slot out and in, as it were, so you can kind of have them withdrawing money, which I think is fun. And then here's the vault door. I do love that the vault door actually spins pretty good. And you do have to spin it to unlock it because it's got this little pull here. So if it's in lock position, it won't really open, but then you spin it, you unlock it, and bada bing. Now, there is an iron grate up here. And the reason for that is that this is a chimney that you can actually like steal the money from. So this does come apart. Again, used set, so some of the pieces are a little flimsier. But as you can see, you can toss someone down there, and then this actually flaps open, and so they can get onto the above portion of the security box. Isn't that kind of cool? Like, I don't know, I think that's kind of neat that you can have them like pop out there, and then open this up, and then they're inside of the vault. It's kind of neat. So we can go ahead and take this apart somewhat. And again, yeah, this is all kind of a little bit meant to come apart. Not fully, but like a little bit. So then you get into the laundromat here. And there's like a detergent box here. There's a little newspaper clipping there, a little desk, a little chair you can wait at. And then the laundry machines, which look really, really nice actually. But the very cool thing is that these come out. And these laundry machines are kind of funny because you can launder your money through them literally. So this is actually the back half of the ATM, and this slot in the upper right corner, you see how it's hollow? That feeds, there's a little hole and it feeds to the bottom slot here. So you can literally throw money in the laundry machine next door and have it come into the security box on the other side, as you can see right there. There's also two other little boxes here. The second one is blue, what is a blue gem? Sapphire, right, or something? And then the top is a couple of silver coins. That's kind of fun. And then of course there's the ATM machine again right there. So that's so cool. Then the rest of the vault is just sort of stacks of money right there. And there's a small little vent as well, so you can be sussy among us, Baka. But yeah, I just think that the detailing in this set is so fun. It's so cute. LEGO City sets tend to have the most passion behind them, I feel like. I mean, like, I don't know if everyone would agree with this, but I do feel like whenever I like buy a LEGO City set that's like a little bit more expensive and a little bit more adult, there's so many little nooks and crannies, so many little secrets for you to find and discover, and like little fun, cute things. And then when I buy a Star Wars set, it's just a Star Wars set. Like, I feel like they put the most effort into LEGO City. Maybe that's just me. It also comes with a little string here, so they clearly want you to like break into the vault as it were, which is kind of fun. But we can close that up and then flip the stairs back, and then actually there's like another little spirally staircase right there. It just all really blends together so nicely. This is just such a nice build. So I mean, yeah, seriously guys, I couldn't recommend this set enough. I think it's so fun, such an entertaining little set. Really, really, you can do a lot with it, and I think it goes perfectly in so many LEGO collections. I highly recommend picking this up because I think it will get pretty expensive. Most of these modular sets do. So if you do want it, I'd recommend picking it up probably this year or next year before the prices get a little bit absurd. And there's nothing wrong with buying used, boys. Nothing wrong with it. I do it all the time. Just expect a little bit less quality. Either way, guys, that is going to be about it. Be sure to check out the Daily Bricks video. I think it's one of my best. Hit the like button if you did enjoy, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below. I'll see y'all in the next one, guys. Peace. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Be sure to click that subscribe button for more content, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be alerted to whenever I live stream or upload. Thanks so much.